Good morning, Dubai. Happy Friday. Happy end of the week. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Big news that dropped yesterday evening. A new symbol for the dirham has been announced.
And 86 inmates have been freed ahead of Eid al-Fitr.
Dubai police arrest gang posing as officials in the UAE pass scam.
And Money Kicks just got married.
So exciting. Wedding bells ringing across the country. In today's rapid weather report, it's sunny. Surprising. Shocker. So it's not just the end of the week, it's the last
few days of Ramadan.
Yes.
I am so excited.
And the last working day.
And the last working day, so we might have a 5-day weekend.
Okay.
Or a 4-day weekend.
Let's
hope for a 5-day weekend.
Let's sit on that one. When will we know?
So
it's like the big question.
It's a big question, exactly. So
every year.
So every year, either Ramadan will complete 29 days or 30 days. Okay, but since last year, Ramadan completed 29 days.
Mm-hmm.
This year, hopefully, it will complete 30 days.
Okay.
Which means Eid al-Fitr will fall on Monday.
Okay.
But still, they have to check the moon sightings. So tomorrow, Saturday, the Astronomy Society will gather by the evening.
How beautiful is that?
Right?
They gather and they watch for the moon.
And they watch for the moon, but I know it's not a telescope here. But they
No?
watch the moon. It's not. I think it's better. Like, it's more advanced, I think, now.
Oh.
I don't know what they do. It's not. I don't think it's just with your eyes. But like in the old times, they used to just look at. Okay, anyways, I don't want to talk too much and just say something wrong. But they will gather tomorrow.
They will gather. We know that for sure.
Yeah, they'll have a mood sighting, and they will declare if Eid al-Fitr will be on Sunday or Monday. But I'm reading this article, and it says because of advanced technology, you can know ahead of time, and the Emirates Astronomy Society anticipates that Ramadan will complete 30 days.
We're anticipating a 30-day Ramadan.
Yeah, it's expected to fall on Monday.
Which means it's expected to fall on Monday. And then, you know, it's so funny because we have the Lovin office in Dubai, but we also have offices in Egypt, in Saudi, in Doha, lots of other mini amazing
They're
Lovins.
already off now, right?
But the email that has gone out to all of the offices is like, if you work in the UAE office, in the Cairo office, that it could be these days. However, it falls on this, it could be these days. But and I'm like, our HR team, our admin team, it's confusing. It's so confusing.com.
True, that's the thing, because I think Egypt, they're having a long break, even if it falls on Sunday, right? Or Monday.
Egypt have good holiday days. That's the one thing I know in life.
I mean, like every week they have a day off.
Oman is Sunday to Sunday.
A whole
full week.
Full week.
Marwan, Lovin, Muscat. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Enjoy that. Egypt it's depending. So it's either Sunday to Wednesday.
Just like us, basically.
Yeah, Egypt is the same as us this time, actually. Sunday to Monday, Qatar is getting a little bit shorter, it looks like.
Sunday to Monday? Is it Monday next week?
Yeah, Sunday to Monday.
I think it's a whole week. Not just one day.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry. I was like, that's short. March 30th, Sunday, until April 7th, Monday.
Look
So
at
that's
a full week.
not bad.
People in Qatar, enjoy your day.
Enjoy.
We're just holding our... Yeah, I'm sure it's going to complete 30 days this year. It completed 29 days last year.
Should we ask, though, who watching the show is going to be in office next Thursday, Friday? Or is the whole country just taking a full week?
I think the whole country will just, if it's Monday, we'll take 3 days.
But you're going to be here.
But I'm going to be here Thursday, Friday.
Vas is going to be here on the show.
I'm going to be up and bright and with you guys and talking about my Eid plans. Not so big as just family, but it's still Eid plans.
I think more people watch when
they're off.
They're off.
True.
So you'll have more online friends.
I'll come with my Eid outfit. Maybe it'll make it more interesting.
Ah, what's that? It's ready?
Yeah, you have to wear and you have to buy new clothes. It's a tradition. You have to buy new clothes, get ready for Eid, and just it's a celebration.
What's the style of the Eid outfit?
Usually it's like a dress. I'll add like a smart casual dress. Or fancy dress.
I want to see pics.
Dress. Hopefully I'll post it on Instagram.
Exciting. Do. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Good morning, Renub Dur.
Is everyone ready for Eid? Do you all have your Eid fits or not yet?
Eid fits.
Eid fits.
I don't have one because I'm leaving the country. I'm going to Ireland.
Oh, it's okay. Travel is better than staying, right?
Oh yeah, I'm going next week. Anyway. There's a hidden joke there. Well, let's jump into our top story of the day. A new symbol for the dirham has been unveiled. Super exciting stuff. Central Bank of the UAE has introduced a new symbol for national currency, the dirham, inspired by the UAE flag. You can see it next to us behind me. There's two. One represents the physical and one represents the new digital form for the currency. The design integrates two horizontal lines, symbolizing the stability, and a bold D, which of course represents the dirham.
So the new symbol aligns with the UAE efforts to establish dirham as an international currency. So the UAE also joined the FX Global Code, becoming the first central bank in the Arab region to do so.
So there you go. This news broke yesterday. The interesting part is also, as Massa said there, the UAE joining the FX Global Code, which means a lot for the currency, and also strengthening positioning of the UAE as a global currency in financial and cross-border financial settlements. So all good news on the money front.
Money, being on the money front, by the way, it's such a big thing as a country to have like a really strong currency. And this is why we have BRICS coming up. This is why the competition with the US currency is happening. So glad to see the UAE becoming a little bit stronger on the currency front.
Yeah, me too. I feel like there's two parts to the story. One, which is the new symbol, which I understand.
Yeah.
And the second part is strengthening the foothold of the global position of the currency, which I understand less about. We were talking before the show, we were talking about maths because we had a young maths genius on the show not too long ago. And we were saying neither of us were very good in school, and then therefore that's why we're in the creative industry.
This is what my professors used to always say back in uni. It's like, this is why you're all in media. Thank you for calling me stupid, you know.
There's different skills in life. Our brain, this side of the brain is working, this one less so. Coming up to Eid, we have a lot of beautiful community stories, and the next story is certainly one of them.
86 inmates have been freed ahead of Eid al-Fitr. So in a remarkable act of compassion, the Dubai Rental Dispute Center has secured the release of 86 inmates who were detained over rent-related financial cases.
How interesting. Thanks to Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Humanitarian and Charity Establishment, over 6 million dirham in outstanding debts have been cleared, giving these individuals a very important fresh start.
So this initiative isn't just about financial relief, it's about restoring stability to struggling families and reinforcing the the UAE's commitment to social responsibility.
As Eid approaches, this gesture brings hope, second chances, and a powerful reminder that community support changes lives.
Can you imagine the reunion of the families? And on the Eid of Fitr? So like it's already a celebration, and then having those freed inmates come out and like finally meet their families and finally be with their families after a long month of Ramadan and celebrate Eid with them. So it's just
lovely.
I hope we can see videos where we can. Like it will give us goosebumps,
Yeah,
you know.
so true. And the government cleared the debt.
Cleared the debt
of these 86 inmates. There's a full story of it on WAM. Detained over rent-related financial claims.
And sometimes it's not because of let's say stubbornness or something. It's just those people might have financial issues that they cannot make the rent or pay the rent or just make it on time. So we love those community stories. We love that His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is being humanitarian, looking at those cases, considering people's financial status, considering that it's almost Eid and people want to be with their families.
So amazing.
So it's an amazing story to say the least, honestly.
You know, we look at news around the world and it generally tends to lean more towards the negative because they say negative stories gets more attention, gets more clicks. Here, I don't think we even intentionally lead towards the positive, but there's just so many great, amazing positive stories. Like the leadership has released 86 inmates, paid their debts in time for Eid. It's a fairy tale.
That's the perfect idea.
It's a fairy tale. It's so lovely. Next up, Dubai police are on top of the scammers, the pesky scammers.
So Dubai police arrest gang posing as officials in the UAE pass scam. So Dubai police have taken down a gang that posed as consumer rights official to scam unsuspecting victims through UAE pass. The fraudsters tricked people into logging into the app, gaining access to their bank accounts and stealing funds.
Authorities are urging residents to stay vigilant and never share login details or respond to calls from individuals falsely claiming to represent official agencies.
So with digital scams on the rise, this arrest is a strong reminder to double-check credentials and report suspicious activity immediately. So stay safe and alert. Dubai police are working around the clock to keep everyone secure and safe. I actually, like a few days ago, I received an email, a scam email.
Did it look legitimate?
Honestly, no. It was such a really bad one. It was so bad. Like when I looked at it, I laughed. I'm like, "You're trying to trick me with that?" It's like, "Oh, unsuspected amount have been added to your account."
Oh, okay.
Of course, I'm not going to click the link to learn more, yani.
But some of them look real.
But yeah, some of them do look real. And the thing is, like, thank God I'm smart. I know I'm not a math genius, but I'm smart. It was in the same day as we got the salaries.
Right.
So like any other person would think,
smart, scammer.
Any other person would think,
I've
it's a salary.
Say
it's a salary, yeah. But I know I haven't been overpaid.
Right. But there, you know, I always think of, have you seen the video, Twinkle Stanley? She's an amazing vlogger in Dubai, and she has a video of getting a call from a scammer. And he's like, just tell me your number. And she's like, forcing. And he just gets so frustrated.
It's so fun.
She keeps on going down the train with him, and you can hear him getting frustrated. And then at the end, he's like,
yeah. Beep. With yellow hair, and then insult her, and then bye. You're so stupid.
They're very good, the scammers, I think.
Once I got a call from a scammer, okay? Sometimes I like to troll scammers as well. It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like, Dubai police, you have a fine to pay. You did this, and that. I'm like, okay, call me from the main office. Close the phone.
Oh.
Shut the phone immediately.
I sometimes have no idea if I'm in a scam or not. Like I have, because let's say, for example, online orders coming from the States, and then I'll get a very legitimate looking email about having to pay a customs thing, and I don't know. So I'm like, if I'm not getting the dress, I'm not getting the dress. I'm like, I'm not going down this loop. But I can't tell the difference sometimes. Like
it's hard to tell the difference sometimes. But like I think you just have to be a little bit.
There's a UPS email I have, and it's like info@UPS. I'm like, is that a scam? Info@UPS? I don't know. Because it could be, because it's not officially at UPS. It's info. I don't know.
You know, if the package arrived. Didn't arrive.
Yeah, exactly.
Let them.
So that's a bit of an issue.
No, I'm telling you this. But like I like how Emirates NBD every week they send me a reminder. we don't send.
Yeah.
We don't ask for money.
They need to, because there's so many
scams.
Dubai, please, everyone, like, and I just think these stories are important for awareness, as is the next one. Money Kicks is married. We've got some big, amazing, happy news. If you've been following the city's high-flying, supercar-loving content creator, you know exactly who Money Kicks is. He came into our sphere when he was about, 13, 14, showing his cool kicks collection. And guess what? He's now a young man and he's now married.
Aw, and the Belhassa clan turned up to start to celebrate, and you know that means it was nothing short of a grand affair.
So a huge congratulations to Rashid and his new wife. Wishing them all the happiness in the world.
I'm telling you, everyone has been getting married these days.
It does feel a bit like that.
Am I getting older, or is everyone getting married?
I feel like there's always a phase in the year.
Yeah.
And everyone around you is either doing the babies or doing the wedding.
Yeah, true.
thing.
Or is it just the season? Oh
I just didn't see it
actually
with Money Kicks because he's 23 and I was like, whoa,
Whoa.
that's so exciting. But I want to know more.
You know what I
wanna see
noticed, by
photos.
the way? You know what I noticed? I noticed that, like, Gen Zs, they're getting married earlier than millennials.
Gen Zs, so your people,
Yeah.
are getting married before my people.
Like when I look at my sisters in the circle, they all got married past the age of 28. And for some reason, people around me, they're getting married around 23, 22, 24.
Interesting.
Yeah. Why are people making this decision? I don't know. What happened? Why did it change? I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like a...
Or is it just a phase?
What
kind
do
of thing,
you
or is it-
think is the ideal age?
I think it's definitely above the age of 25. And above 26, maybe. My ideal age maybe is 28.
Anyone watching? Ideal age? I agree with you.
You have to be financially stable. Come on.
I think you do so much growing up in those years. Maybe like
Yeah.
28, meet the person,
Yeah.
and then you marry around 30.
Yeah.
And then
My mom hears
By the way,
this, freak.
I have a 35-year-old new bride. Why would your mum? Because she wants you to get married earlier. Yeah. I've thought about it a lot, and I think late 20s is the best time to meet the person, and then the marriage, whatever. But like to meet the person late 20s, because you do so much growing up in your 20s, and you kind of you want to live a bit.
You want to live. That's the thing, and I feel like you're still. I don't know. Like the 20s is a trial and error for me, and making such a big decision at a young age, for example, the age of 23 and 22, marriage. I don't know. It can come in the way of a lot of things. It can come with the way of reaching your goals, maybe. Maybe it can support you. You never know.
Yeah.
But it's just, I think, you're still developing as a person. You're still growing as a person.
Yeah, you're right. But I do think if you're lucky enough to meet the true love of your life, then how amazing to have your whole lives with them. Like that's the thing.
That's true.
You know? Because I think sometimes you look and you think, we're probably thinking, okay, so they got married at 23. Like, was it the right?
Was it the right decision?
But if it's the right person,
it's the
and
right
then you
decision.
have, and if it's like you're forever really like your soulmate,
Yeah, true.
and then you have all of that time with them, like
it's
why
cute.
not just meet them when you're 16?
True. I feel like even if I met my true love at a younger age, I'll still wait for marriage.
Yeah.
I'll still wait until 25.
I think what happens, like for example with me, like I had boyfriends,
Yeah.
but they weren't the right ones. And like, but then when you're kind of half in love and you're thinking, are we going to get married? Maybe we'll get married. But kind of knowing in the back of your mind it's not the right person because I just hadn't met the person. So I actually think you're just lucky if you meet the right one at an earlier age. But I just didn't.
But if you think about it, because of those experiences, you know what you want, you know what your standards are, you know what you don't like in a relationship.
100%.
And that's why you met the person.
This has become something
The
else.
one.
It took a while, but it happened. Anyway, no doubt Money Kicks has met the one, and hopefully we'll get to see more pictures.
Congratulations, and may God bless you in your life.
That brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show for today and for the next couple of days. Massel and I will be back here next week. Wednesday. that's what's
Hopefully
happening.
Thursday.
Hopefully Thursday. Let's see. Information, everything up to date. We have a team working solidly throughout the weekend to bring you the best news stories of Dubai. You can also find the show in podcast format if you want to listen on your drive home. Thank you, Massa.
Thank you, Izzy.
We'll see you back next week. Same time, same place. Bye-bye. Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today's guest is Daddy K, an artist with a vision for blending creativity with luxury. His work is made for collectors, high-end brands and spaces that value unique, standout pieces. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
So who's Daddy K? Why do they call you Daddy K?
Well, I have three kids, and they all they have the Kayla, Kendra, and Kendrick. So that is where the Daddy K comes from. Yeah,
That's a cool name.
Yeah, like my wife, she's Mommy K. So I am Daddy K. So I just blend that with my artistic name, like that's DART DDY K. Daddy K.
I've seen your Instagram. You have a very fashionable family.
Thank you.
And of course, interspersed with the fashion is your art. So we wanted to learn a little bit more about the history of when you realized you were so passionate about art.
I started painting when I was 4 years old, and I was just doing it for fun. So my dad, though he's late now, my dad was encouraging me, like, oh, this is, you have to follow your passion. But I didn't take it serious. But I loved everything about art. I was doing comic art. So when I got into the university, I studied in the university, Delta State University, Abraka, Delsu. So there was a day, there was an art competition for Nigerian universities. So I was like a bit surprised that I was picked among the 30 students that represented my school then. So that really got me like, oh, maybe there's something I'm doing nice. So it seems I need to follow this route, this path. So that was when I took it very serious. And among the schools that did the competition, we took, I think, a second position. So that was when I took it serious, and I started an art gallery. So that was how it started.
When we're looking at your art, you kind of give like this 3D effect to your art. Like, what story are you trying to tell through your art?
Yes, I noticed a lot of artists, we're all doing the same thing. Yeah. And one thing about myself, when I'm doing something, I love standing out. I love doing something different so I can be unique. So I noticed every artist always follow the same paths. And I don't like following the bandwagon effect. So I decided to do something, like I just thought about like, what can I do for me to be able to stand out from the masses? So I was like, okay, let me add something, because when I was in school, we did a course called mixed media. Mixed media painting is when you do a painting, you can just add something to make it look a bit real, like a 2D or 3D, you understand? So first of all, I started doing the mixed media and use maybe a hat or maybe cowries or something, like anything. Then along the line, I was like, okay, I need to make it a luxury. So I had to add luxury stuff. So anything I'm using in my paintings, it must be luxury.
Right.
Yeah, so that it can be outstanding. And I put a signature so I can have my own, okay, this is the luxury stuff, and not just the luxury stuff, but it has my own signature, kind of unique pattern of painting. Right. So that is it.
They're so cool, I must say. Congratulations on your talent. Okay. How do you decide on the subject? Like, how do you decide what's going to be your next piece?
Honestly, my paintings, I don't decide what I want to do next. All my paintings have deep meaning that when someone look at it, you can actually ask yourself questions like, what you feel the emotion in the painting, and there's a storyline. I don't just think, oh, this is what I see, I want to do. I look at the environment. I read books. I love reading books. I read books a lot. I read books that can give exoteric and esoteric knowledge. So when I look at things like one of my best painting is the Living in Bondage, whereby the figure was chained and there were books.
Oh yeah, we can see it here. For the
Yeah, there were books behind him. That's my favorite painting. That is like he's fighting for liberation, and you know, sometimes people feel when they are going through some stuff, they think, oh, they want to look for the solution from like outside, while the solution is inside. Just the knowledge will unlock every problem. So when I'm making a piece, I don't just think what is my next piece. I can be driving outside now. I will just see something and I will just capture it. Okay, I'm going to do something like this. I won't do exactly that, what I'm saying. I will have to think. Sometimes I think for like 1 month to put everything together. I look everything going on and I put everything together and I put it in practical. I create it. So that's how I don't just sit down and, okay, let me do it. No, I just think and see. What I see, that's what I do.
Cool. So you love working with luxury brands like Givenchy, maybe Off-White?
Yeah, I've actually, that is part of my plans. I've actually done, worked with a luxury brand, a popular luxury brand, but along the process, I was not I was not employed like a full contract. So it was, we signed a NDA, like a non-disclosure agreement, just for me to give them the design they needed. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like late last year.
What happened to the NDA?
Sorry?
So you created the
design for the brands, yeah, but I am not allowed to post it or to say anything about it. That was the NDA we signed, non-disclosure agreement. It's a European brand.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So my aim is also my aim is to work more with them, with different brands. Not only a clothing company. I can work because I'm a creator and I have ideas. I'm a deep thinker. So I can work with anything, any brand. I can work with interiors, real estate. I can work with jewelry brand. I can work with car brands. I can work with clothing brands.
So what creative idea do you have for those luxury brands, like if you could think of something?
Yeah, honestly, I see a lot of these luxury brands, they focus more on aesthetic, okay, and luxury. But I feel a lot of them also lack, I feel they lack some other things like the storytelling of the crafts, okay? Like I've not really seen, just like for example, like a Rolls Royce. The reason why Rolls Royce is on a different level, everything, a lot of things there is handmade, okay? Like the logos, like there's this line at the side is handmade, not like printing. So I feel the luxury brand needs to bring something like that, where you buy a cloth, but it's hand, like this cloth I'm putting on now is a Nigerian brand. It's owned by my friend.
Cool.
Yeah, I feel in the next few years it's going to be a big thing. Yeah, it's owned by my friend Unveiled. Like this is like an abbreviation of his name, Live.
Love that.
Yeah, so I feel the clothing brand especially, they need to, there are a lot of things that I won't say because once I say I've already, you understand. So, but I have a lot to offer.
Right.
That is what I know for a fact, yeah.
So when we look at, for example, fashion brands, since we're discussing fashion brands, let's look at the positives, I guess. Like, what brand is doing unique storytelling through design? Like, which fashion brands, luxury brands, are getting it right?
Well, I think Hems.
Right.
Hems, they are outstanding.
True.
That is why they have limited stock.
Yeah.
Once you need, for example, you need a Hems bag, a Birkin, you have to book.
True.
You understand? They're creating something different. You understand? Because one thing about me, I'm not after quantities. I'm more of qualities. You understand? I don't produce much arts. Like last year, I decided to produce only 12 paintings. Last year, I decided to produce 12 paintings. Wow. And most of the people that patronize me, some are art collectors. And sometimes they just tell me what they want. When I'm done with the painting, I don't even post on my page because they have to sell, resell, or showcase in the museum or rebrand it to their name. So these are the kind of people that always patronize me. So
interesting.
That is it.
Well, in terms of people purchasing your paintings, I know you don't post a lot of your work on social.
Yeah.
But I did see one post, and it was that you sold a painting for $30,000.
Yes.
Like, how much are we talking? Your favorite piece? Like, how much is the standard for a painting from
My
Daddy K?
paintings ranges from $5,000 to $200,000.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, you know, painting most times. One thing about painting that a lot of people don't, I feel a lot of people don't know is they just like, why is it expensive? Why is this painting expensive? The truth is, it's all about branding. It's all about the person that did the painting.
Yeah.
Like, let me give an example. Somebody like Donald Trump can actually make a painting just because Donald Trump did the painting. He can sell for any amount. That is the branding in the painting, and people will buy. That is the uniqueness of paintings. So, but for me, I don't just paint because I want to paint because I'm trying to create a brand. I also want to paint so my painting can tell a story. If someone can actually look at my painting without me explaining it, the person can actually get a clue of what this thing is saying and feel maybe emotional or maybe even discomfort. I know I'm doing something right, that my painting is telling on people. People can actually feel it without the painting saying anything. Just like music. People use music to pass message. I use my paintings to pass message. Like this painting, me looking at it, you will know that there's a message there. Like the title of the painting is The Burden of Self.
Right.
Yeah, you know, sometimes people might be going through a lot. You just like wish you can just pull
I
up your
love
head
that.
and
I
hold your
love
hand.
that so
Yeah.
much.
Even if they are dressing up like they're looking nice, but there's a lot in their head. You understand? Societal pressure and everything. They might be smiling, but deep inside they are going through traumas. So my paintings is just I just like doing something without even aside the money coming from the painting. I love my painting. I love it to be in a situation whereby someone can see it and read the message without me explaining anything.
So what's one piece that you're really proud of?
And
One specific, in your paintings.
that is the living in bondage.
Living in
Because
Bondage, yeah.
these paintings actually, my paintings, apart from selling, I love using my painting to pass message, to heal. Okay? Like, it has its own, it's very therapeutic, my painting. If, like the living in bondage, before I did that painting, I had some little challenges, personal. So like some years ago, I had a life coach. So he put me through a lot of things. So I realized that everything we need is in us. And everything we need is in knowledge. When you seek knowledge, you can actually conquer anything. So when I actually seek for knowledge and I found out that I was able to conquer everything that was bothering me, I had to put it into painting. So when anyone sees this painting, looking at it, you will know, okay, because the books behind is the knowledge he needs to seek for. He's actually looking for how to unlock the padlock. But the actual solution to his problem is behind him, which is the book, the knowledge he needs to seek.
For people watching today, like the public, can we access your art? Like, are you creating art for homes, for stores? Is it more like design features for cars? How can we access your paintings? Is that possible?
Okay, my paintings, sometimes I do go for exhibitions. Like 2020, I participated at the World Art Dubai, 2022, 2023. So these are the only places people can actually patronize my painting. I don't own a gallery because most of my paintings are pre-order. But right now I still have about, I think 8 pieces of painting in my house. So, but most of the paintings I do, people just send me a message and I create. They just tell me what they want and I create for them. So that is it. But I don't have a gallery where people can come but I'm actually planning to host a solo exhibition maybe next year.
And interesting that you've been at World Art Dubai. It's such a phenomenal event. Before you leave us, can you remember the first piece of art that you sold? Can you tell us about it, what it was, and how much you sold it for?
The first piece of art here in Dubai, or like...
Ever.
Okay, the first piece of art was... it was not one. The first time I made money from art, it was not one. Actually, when I was in school, I was making paintings for people for small amount of money. When I graduated, I opened an art gallery. The first 1 week, I set up the art gallery. Someone came in and bought all the arts.
Wow.
He was building an hotel. He bought all the art and he told me to bring more 30 pieces.
Wow.
To supply his hotel. That was the first time I made lots of money. This was 2013.
What a story.
Yeah.
What a story.
So lastly, what's the biggest dream you hope to achieve with your art?
Well, the biggest dream I hope to achieve is I want to pave the way for other artists in my country, Nigeria. I feel they don't have the platform to showcase their talents. And the truth is, we have a lot of geniuses in Nigeria. We have a lot of creative minds in my country. Like, for example, like the music industry. If you think about music in Africa, the first person you would think is either Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid.
Okay.
These people put Africa on the limelight. You understand? They paved the way for other African artists. Now, when there is a conversation about musicians, their names can be included worldwide. So this is actually what I actually want for the creative minds in my country. I want the fact that when anyone think about, oh, we want to get beautiful artworks, we want to get beautiful creative like crafts, they're going to think about Nigeria.
Love that.
They're going to think about Africa because we have a lot of talents, creativity, people, like a lot of skills. You understand that, like people that can act, they have what to offer. So what I'm trying to do is, if I can create a path, leave a footprint for them to be able to rise, I will be very happy. That is my biggest, what I really want to achieve in my career.
What an amazing goal, for sure. That is Daddy K. For people who would like to learn more about you, how can they find you? What are your profiles?
Yeah, I'm just on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, I am _2_Daddy K.
Thank you so much for your time today, Daddy K.
Yeah.
Thank you, Masa.
Thank you, Casey.
And that brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show. We're back with you every single weekday morning, same time, same place, and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.